Hello everyone. Good morning, good evening. Welcome to this video session on one of the support agent console application within BMC Helix product called Business Workflows. In this video, we'll go through some of the best practices support agents can follow to utilize this product to enhance its usage in terms of performance and its utilization. We have divided this video within various examples on the BWF console of case management services. Each example will showcase on the utility part of this product, which is widely used by the support agents within business organizations. So without any further delay, let's look around those examples within BWF. As we all know, BWF is a support agent console where all the business agents help their end customer via this console. So these are the sections, or we can say examples, which we will go through in this demonstration. To start with, the very first one is how a support agent will save their pre-filters. Next, we will see how to use assignee and status in those filters. And after that, we will check how to sort the cases in the case bucket of any support agent. And then we'll check how to ignore unqualified searches in a case console within BWF. And lastly, we'll see as an admin how to use visible columns during any customization done by the developer. Let's start with the first example, that is how to save a preset filters in the BWF case console. To utilize the BWF filters in order to search the required case ID references, support agent should create their preferred filters. Here in this example, a support agent wants to preset his desired filter so that every time he need not have to define those required qualification to apply the filters in order to search for a set of BWF case references. Let's say the support agent logged into BWF and is a part of a support group called Workforce Administration belonging to a human resource line of business. He wants to retrieve a set of case IDs and can make use of a combination of out-of-the-box filters, say all assigned cases, and can add a assigned group he is a part of and can save it as a custom filter, which can be utilized every time this combination is required to apply a qualification to retrieve the case ID. Let's check this on the case management console of BWF. I'm trying to log in with the support agent console on unadmin with its password. As soon as the support agent gets logged into the environment, he would be able to see this kind of page where in the right hand top corner we have the line of business. Let's say for example human resource this support agent is a part of. Now we'll try to apply the same example one what we have seen in the PPT presentation. Here in this section part of the BWF we had the filters, and if you see the saved part of it, these are the out of the box filters available in the BWF section. So in our first example we wanted to search all the case IDs which are unassigned and is part of a assigned group called Workforce Administration. So let's try to apply this filter. Go to the save, which is out of the box, and select all unassigned cases. Along with it, go to available and type the assigned group you want to search for it. Let's say Workforce Administration, and then you can apply the filters. So you can get these kind of filters, and we have like 41 such instances in this table record. So with this combination, the support agent can go and save this particular custom filter and can give any name as per his preferences. Let's say I've given example 1, I can save this up. So once this has been saved, every time this user gets logged into BWF under this line of business called human resource, he can go to filters and can select example 1 to get searches of all the combination we have applied here. Moving on to the next example, which is how to use assignee and status in the filters. Here you can see in the tabular section we have couple of assignee and status value which should be used to maintain the record fetch from the case grid. As you can see, we have two rows over here called assignee and status. So while using the filters, support agents can utilize assignee field and they can use the $user and can utilize its login ID. Also, if the support agent wants to use a combination with status, so instead of status, they can use a field called status value that is marked in red if you can see the right hand section of the diagram, and you can use various status value. Let's say for new it's 1000, assigned is 2000, in progress is equal to 3000, and accordingly different status values would have different value included in that status. Let's switch back into the BWF login. We are logged into with the same support agent. Here we will use some of the out of the box as well as our custom preset values. So go to filters, select some of the out of the box filter, let's say my open cases, and select the assigned group as workforce administration, and along with this combination try to add some of the status value. So we will go to the statuses value and we'll apply 2000, and also the assignee field will again go back to assignee field and we'll give the login ID of the support agent, which is HANA admin, and we'll apply this filter. So this had given me one record, and with this combination I can save this custom filter with some other name, which would help me in the next time to apply the same set of filter. Moving forward to the third example, we have case console taking more time with the active case load. When the number of cases gets into a higher volume, the grid takes time with the case record load. The best practice here is to sort the cases, is to apply the sorting via case ID column rather than the create date. Support agent should sort case ID column with ascending to descending, which will help to get the case grid load in the volume of case which are higher, and it will be a quicker search for the support agent. We have switched to the BWF case console with the same user called HANA admin. Here the support agent had applied a filter called all unassigned cases. While applying this filter, the support agent gets around 133 records in this table grid. Now in this section we would like to check if the support agent sorts the record along with the case IDs versus create date sort. So let's try to find the difference. We will hit F12 button here to check the timing which BWF takes while sorting the data with case ID column versus the create date. So first we will try to sort the data with case ID. Here we have hit the case ID column, and in the F12 section we will see the data page, and in the timing section we will observe how much time did the system took. This took around 72.17 milliseconds. Now we will compare this time when we are sorting it with the create date field. Let's try to hit a sort from ascending to descending from this section of create date. Let's try to observe the time it took with the last data page query the system hit. In this section, go to data page, timing, and scroll down to check the timing around it. The system took this time around 529.44 milliseconds. That means while sorting the data with create date column, the system takes more time. So as a best practice, it is always advisable for the support agent to sort the data with the case ID. Once you sort with the case ID, it will automatically sort the data as per its create date. Moving forward to the next example, here we want to ignore any unqualified level of searches in the BWF case console. Support agent should always give some qualification to query the database to retrieve the case IDs. Any user giving the unqualified search will overall affects the performance, and we should always restrict support agent to use the filter rather than removing all the preset filters. For this, as an admin called as tenant admin, log into the Innovation Studio workspace and you should give some restriction to the support agent so that the support agent should always select one or more than one filters in the BWF case console. Let's check this out into the system. We have logged into the Innovation Studio with a tenant admin user. Here under workspace, we have a bundle called Case Management Services. Under this, we can go to the Views tab and we can see a section called Cases. You will be presented with this particular form. Scroll to the bottom and click on this table. Click on this grid section and under Settings tab, scroll to the bottom. Once you scroll down, you will find a section called Filters. Here you need to enable this particular checkbox called Require Filtering and save the record. This will help you in the BWF so that even if any support agent logs into the BWF, he needs to select at least one filter, otherwise he'll be presented with this particular alert. This will help the performance of BWF case console. Moving next to the fifth example, which is similar to the last example on to ignore unqualified searches in the case console. Here, case agent should make sure that they are not using the initial case context with %sign. Again, this will hit hard on the database with this %sign as an unqualified search, and query is unnecessary will fire a SQL statement for %sign, ultimately giving load to the database for the retrieval process. Let's check this out into the BWF system. We have logged into the Case Management Services BWF console and we have selected all unassigned cases. This had given me some ample records, let's say 208 records. So any support agent who wants to select any particular case ID can go to filters and there is a parameter called case IDs. The agent can provide any case -000 and give a percentage, and if it enters, then it will go to the database with a percentage SQL query and will affect the database performance of retrieval of the records. So it is always advisable for the support agent to either select the exact case number ID or he can pick and choose from this section. Moving forward to the next example, which is how to use the visible columns while performing any customization. Here, the concept is to use an ideal practice which will help to maintain the BWF performance against any customization being used in the agent console view of BWF. For any customization on the Case Management Service bundle on Innovation Studio platform, admins or developers writing customization should avoid, I repeat, they should avoid any associated fields changes. These are the visible columns in BWF case console and is directly used in the association out of the box. One should do not use any customization on these views as listed. The first one is the status field, then we have status reason, assign group, assignee field, requester field, and then the SLM status, company, source, region, and the case site. Let's check this out into the system. We have logged into the Innovation Studio platform with a tenant admin user. Under Workspace, we will go to Case Management Services bundle, click on the Views tab and select the section called Cases. You will be presented with this page. Scroll down to it and click on this table. Click on the Record Grade section. Under the Settings tab, if you scroll down, you can see Add Remove Grade columns. Whichever fields are being with this arrow column will be called as associated visible columns, and we should not make any changes out of this out of the box fields. This will hit performance on the BWF case console. So any admin user or developer writing any code or writing any customization should not use this iconed fields. So similarly, we have other fields as well, what we have listed in the PPT section. So all the developers should be making sure that these fields should not be customized. Again, here these things should be taken in 20.0.8 version. In 21.x, that is Converged Platform, BMC has already taken care of this. I hope all these demonstrated examples showcased in this particular demonstration would help you to utilize the BWF product in a more efficient manner. All these examples can be followed to make sure that the BWF is performing to its optimizable level. Thank you everyone.